Hey guys, it's Ritika. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all my acne story or my pimple story, or what are the effective methods that I've been using to reduce my pimples, my acne or my pimple scars. So I've been using these methods since the past 1 month regularly. So I'm focusing on this word, or I'm mentioning this word regularly because I have not even missed a single day to use these methods. So that's why these methods are showing some results. So firstly, why I was not uploading on YouTube is because I was breaking out a lot on my face. I don't know why, but my face was covered with pimples. I was having so many pimples all around, on my forehead, on my cheek, especially on the right side of my cheek, and on my chin as well. So I was breaking out a lot, so I was not in the mood to make any videos, as I thought to take care of my skin during the entire, as the lockdown had just began at that point. So I just thought to take care of my skin. This is what I've been doing through the entire April. I've been taking care of my face and using some effective methods to reduce pimples and pimple scars. So I think I'm quite successful in following all the methods. So touch wood, currently I don't have any active pimples on my face. I just have these two small pimples which are just on the verge of leaving, and apart from that I have not applied anything on my face. Like, I have not done any base. I just have used this cream on as a blush and on my lips as a lipstick. So yeah, this is what is on my base, and yeah, so you can see all the pimple marks, they are fading away. So I've been using some good effective methods. So I'm gonna share 10 effective methods which are working for my skin, and these are all natural methods, and these might work for you as well, but I'm just sharing the methods which are working for me. But before starting out, I also need to mention that you need to know the cause of your acne. So you can be applying anything on your face, you might be using some expensive skincare products, but nothing is gonna work for you if you don't know the cause of your acne. So you need to visit your doctor in order to know the cause behind your acne, and it could be due to hormonal changes, or it could be due to any underlying disease. So you need to know that. Acne gets triggered by stress as well. So when you are in stress, your body produces certain hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, and these hormones can fluctuate the oil production in your body or on your skin, and that might lead to acne as well. And whenever there is excess oil production on your face, that causes acne. And another reason is there can be a family history. If your parents had acne, then you might develop acne as well. At the time of puberty, you might be suffering from acne because the hormones are changing in your body. So there are so many causes behind acne. So you need to know the cause behind your acne, and for that you need to visit your doctor. So before jumping into the 10 effective ways, I really need to mention some important points here, and that is your face tells a lot about your body. If there's anything wrong inside your body, that is going to reflect on your face. So that's why you need to take care of your body first in order to get a healthy face. And for that you need to exercise, do meditation, yoga. I mean, these are the basic things that everyone says, but these are some compulsory things that you need to have a healthy body first in order to have a healthy face. So eat plenty of fruits, vegetables and home cooked food, and also drink lots of water, as it keeps you hydrated, keeps your skin plump. So you need to take plenty of water daily. There is no substitution to that. So these are some basic things which I really wanted to mention before jumping into the 10 effective ways. And now let's talk about the 10 effective ways which I have been following since the past 1 month regularly, not even missing out a single day. So the first point is that you need to keep a separate towel for your face, like this one. You cannot use the same towel that you use all over your body on your face as well, because it has a lot of germs and you really don't want to use the same towel on your face. So make sure that you keep a separate small soft towel for your face, and you can wash it on alternate days or every day as well. I try to wash my towel every day, and yeah, it just keeps my face clean, and I pat dry using this thing only and nothing else. So yeah, this is the first point. The next point is to steam your face. So I've been steaming up my face since the past 1 month regularly every week. So you can steam your face once a week or even twice a week if you have extremely oily skin. So steaming really helps in loosening up any buildup or any dirt that is clogged in your pores. So it really helps to loosen it up, and it makes it easier to just remove that. And steaming also helps in increasing the blood circulation and by dilating the vessels a little bit. So steaming your face once a week is something that I stick to, and I've seen like a major difference in my skin. So if you have a face steamer, then you can use the face steamer, and if you do not have any face steamer, then what you can do is just take your face towel and dip it in moderately hot water, and do not take too hot water or you'll end up burning yourself. So just take moderately hot water and just dip it in and squeeze the excess amount of water and just put it on for 30 seconds on your face, and you can do it 5 times or maybe 4 times. Your skin will feel super fresh and you'll feel like the dirt or gunk is really coming out of your face. So steaming really helps up. So I would really advise you guys to steam up your face once in a week, not more than that. Coming to the third point, and that is to use a mild cleanser. So do not use any harsh face wash to wash your face. And since the past 1 month I've been using Besan to wash my face in the morning. So Besan is a really effective and natural face wash to use. So I've been using Besan, and I have oily skin, like my T-zone is oily, so I have combination skin. So this is working really great for me as it really helps in removing oil on my face. So I've been using Besan. You can also do that if it suits you. And also I've learned one major trick from Shweta Vijay's channel, and that is to wash your face for a total of 60 seconds. So this is what I've been doing. I wash my face for a total of 60 seconds, and you can just count up to 60, or you can just put a clock in your bathroom, whatever suits you. So just make sure to wash your face for a total of 60 seconds as it really helps in cleansing your face thoroughly, and it really makes your face clean. So this is all about the third point. And now coming to the fourth point, and that is to rub an ice cube all over your face. And this is something that no matter what skin type you have, I think this is something that you should do, because rubbing ice cube really helps to tighten up the pores and tighten up your skin overall, and it really is showing a major difference on my skin. Like steaming up once a week and applying ice cube daily, twice a day, is really helping me out. So this is something that I am totally recommending my friends and everyone, that you need to rub an ice cube all over your face after washing your face. So you should not directly put an ice cube onto your face. What you can do is just take any clean cloth and put the ice cube in between, and then just rub it all over your face. And this really helps in tightening up the skin, as I mentioned. And if you're too lazy to rub an ice cube, what you can do is you just need to take a spray bottle, and into that just fill it with water and just keep it in your fridge. And after washing your face, just take this and just spray it all over your face. So this is also going to help you if you're too lazy to rub an ice cube on your face. So you can do this one. So now coming to the fifth point, and these few points are related to basic hygiene. Your nails. Sometimes we don't focus on our nails, but under your nails a lot of gunk and a lot of dirt gets accumulated. And when you wash your face or when you touch your face, all that dirt and all the bacteria just gets all over your face. So this might be causing your pimples. So I've also cut up all of my nails since the past 1 month. I've been just trimming them off and not growing them. I know we love long nails, but if you're getting pimples regularly and you don't know the reason why, if you're doing everything but still you're getting pimples, so your nails might be one of the reasons. So make sure to trim your nails. But still, if you don't want to cut your nails, what you can do is just use a nice brush and brush off whenever you wash your hands. Just make sure to brush along the nails as well, and yeah, just keep them ultra clean, because this might be one of the reasons for your pimples. And now coming to the sixth point. So this is a really basic point, but I really wanted to include it in my list as it is super important, and that is you need to wash your hands first before washing your face. So if your hands are dirty and you start washing your face, so all the bacteria are going to transfer onto your face. So make sure to wash your hands first and then you need to wash your face. So these are some basic things which you need to keep in mind in order to control your acne or your pimples. Now coming to the seventh point, and you need to change your bed sheets once a week, or maybe every 3 or 4 days you need to change your bed sheets, because a lot of bacteria get accumulated. They might transfer onto our face. So make sure that your bed sheets and your pillow covers are extremely clean and just change them regularly. Also, I really want to mention one point here, that if you are too lazy to change your bed sheet, what you can do is you can take any stole or any dupatta that you have and you can just place it over your pillow or on your bed sheet, and just keep your face or your head onto that, and you can change it daily. And this is something that I do. I know it might be a little weird, but it helps. Now coming to the 8th point, and it is all about your phone. Your phone has a lot of bacteria on it, and I've even heard or read somewhere that it has more bacteria than your toilet seats. I know it sounds a little gross, but yeah, it has so many bacteria. So you need to clean your clean your phone daily. And by daily, I literally means daily, that you need to clean it, because this is something that I have noticed, that I used to take up calls on the right side and I was getting a lot of pimples on this side. So it might be because of the bacteria on your phone. So just check the sides of your pimples and relate it with your phone. So yeah, you might be getting pimples because of your phone as well, and you were not even realizing it. So make sure to clean or sanitize your phone every day in order to keep it clean. And yeah, this is the 8th point. And now talking about the 9th point. So it's all about exfoliation. So you do not need to exfoliate your face harshly. You need to be very gentle with it, and you need to use a very mild exfoliator, and you can also use besan or rice powder to exfoliate your face. Just mix some honey or mix some any lubricant to just lubricate or moisturize it, and just exfoliate your face all over with it. Just exfoliate around the area where you don't have active pimples, and just be very gentle with your exfoliation. You do not need to go harsh, because or else you'll end up inflaming your skin and you'll end up getting more pimples. So just make sure to use a very mild exfoliator and don't irritate your skin. And now coming to the last point, which is the 10th point, and this is something I've been doing and this is working really nicely for me. I don't know if it's gonna work with you, but I really wanted to share as it's really working nicely for me. I have this mixture, so it has castor oil and tea tree oil inside it. So I've mixed castor oil and tea tree oil, and I've been applying it wherever I have active pimples. So my battery died and the angle might be a little different. So I was telling you guys about the 10th point, that castor oil has ricillonic acid in it. So castor oil has ricillonic acid, and ricillonic acid is a natural but potent anti-inflammatory, and so it really helps in reducing your inflammation. So this really helps to dry out the pus from your pimples. So this is what I've experienced, and I'm just sharing my experience with you all, that this combination of castor oil with tea tree oil has helped me a lot, and this is what I've been using. I just take a little bit on my ring finger and I just apply it all over wherever I have pimples, and even on my scars I try to apply it, and yeah, it is really helping me out to just dry up my pimple and to speed up the healing process. So this is what I've been using. So these are the 10 points which I've been using since the past 1 month, and these are showing some great results on my face. So you just need to be regular with all of the steps, as all of these steps are natural. There's nothing chemical in it, so you can just use it and see if it works for you. But firstly, you need to know the cause behind your acne. So try to use these 10 effective methods and see if they are gonna work for you, because these are really helping me out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, this is all what I've learned since the past 1 month, which I tried to put it in a video. And if you enjoyed, then give it a big thumbs up, comment on below, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.